John looks cold.
Oh.
Gee, what I'm getting kind of new myself. So good. Good. Like this here. Well, that's all right.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay, good, because I don't hear anything. That's good. Well, welcome to Friday Porch concert. Today, we're kind of celebrating a friend of ours, Billy Griffin, who was a wonderful musician, kind of a music mentor, and a wonderful character. I sent out a little video on an invitation. If you got that, look through that. You'll get kind of a little look into Billy and all the people that liked him. And we've all spent long times together playing with Billy, and we'll miss him. So we want to do a little bit for Billy, and today we have some guest stars here.
Stars.
Ann and Doug are from Dahlonega. And they're very involved in the Pick and Bow program up there. And Cindy and Doug are from, where do you live now? Monroe now. And we've all played in bands one time or another together. And they wanted to come and remember Billy with us. So hope you enjoy some of Billy's songs. This is called Way Down in Columbus, Georgia. Way down in Columbus, Georgia, ran the big back Tennessee. Way down in Columbus, stocking, friends that turned back on me. We've been doing these concerts since COVID started, and sometimes it gets a little lonely out here, but today, beautiful. I'm going to change instruments. So we're going to play one that Billy brought our community. And we would go to a festival and start playing at 10 in the morning, and about 1 o'clock in the next morning, we'd still be playing. And when everyone got so tired after the third day, late at night Billy would start entertaining with songs we'd never heard. He was one of those people that knew the words to thousands of songs. And it never ceased to amaze me that knowing him 25 years, you could show up and at 1 o'clock in the morning Sometimes there was alcohol involved, but he would sing a song we didn't know, and he would remember all the words to it. And this is a bear song that I learned from Billy, called Waltzing with Bears. I'm going to have to try to figure the words here. But I can make that bigger so I can see G. Oh, our Uncle Walter's not right in the head. He's been that way all his life, Mama said. It's not that he's violent or falls down the stairs. It's just he goes waltzing with bears. I went to his room in the middle of the night, but when I got there, I turned on the light. But much to my surprise, when I turned on the light, he was nowhere in sight. Cool Walter goes waltzing at night, not to do his work. He goes waltzing with bears. Raggy bears, shaggy bears, baggy bears too. There's nothing that my Uncle Walter won't do, so he can go waltzing with bears. We gave Uncle Walter a new coat to wear, but when he came home, it was covered with hair. And lately we've noticed several new tears. I think Uncle Walter is waltzing with bears. We told Uncle Walter that he should be good and do all the things that we think he should. I know he'd rather be out in the woods. Afraid we might lose Uncle Walter for good. He goes waltzing with bears. Raggy bears, shaggy bears, baggy bears too. There's nothing that Uncle Walter won't do, so he can go waltzing with bears. We beg and we plead, oh please won't you stay? We've managed to keep him home for a day, but the bears all barged in and they took him away. He's dancing with pandas, I can't understand this. All the bears don't only want one dance a day. I can't get those words. He went waltzing with bears. Mama bears, Papa bears, baby bears too. Yogi and Winnie the Pooh loves to go waltzing. Waltzing. He loves to go waltzing with bears. Waltzing with bears. So I have to tell you, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm sober and I have the words and I can't get them out. And if you could see Billy do it when he couldn't stand up to walk to the bathroom, you would understand what kind of a mind he had. Oh, Billy, I miss him.
Don't we?
So why did we try to do this song sober?
You don't want me to
Why
stay
did
over
that
your
make
house
any
tonight.
All I remember is watching Bill and Albert sitting and drinking beer and tossing cans behind him at the cooktop and then hauling up behind the chair, get through the beer.
So we're in G.
Holy moly, what I didn't know to take. You don't get, I don't have to. I might.
So Cindy is kind of a ukulele star.
That's me, yeah.
Yeah, and if I could figure out how to tune this, I would tune it because I would be really good at sound better.
It just sounds like more of us.
Yeah, well, I know.
I think I'm in tune. I'm not even look at it. I think I am.
This sun and cold and inside and outside has not been happy for these instruments.
I'm so close, it's not getting.
So when it gets to be late and you're playing and you realize that you've been a little bit intemperate, Billy would start singing the songs that kind of get us back on the right track. And this is one that's called Away, Away with Rum by God. Away, away with rum by God, with rum by God, with rum by God. Away, away with rum by God, is the cry of the temperance union. I never eat fruitcake, 'cause fruitcake has rum, and one little bite turns a man to a bum. Can you imagine such a pitiful sight as a man eating fruitcake until he gets tight? A man who eats fruitcakes leads a terrible life. He's mean to his children and he feeds his wife. A man who eats fruitcake dies a terrible death with raisins and rum on his breath. It's away, away with rum by God, with rum by God, with rum by God. Away, away with rum by God, the ride of the temperance union. I never eat cookies, 'cause cookies have yeast, and one little bite turns a man to a beast. Can you imagine the sad disgrace that a man in the gutter with crumbs on his face? Away, away with rum by God, with rum by God, with rum by God. Away, away with rum by God, it's right at temperance union. Away, away with rum by God, with rum by God, with rum by God. Away, away with rum by God, it's the cry of the temperance Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, I'm going to play this next one in C. Message from Home Sweet Home. So this is a song that, cowboy song that I've done for you before, that I learned from Billy. It's called A Message from, oh thank you. Ooh, feels better, comfy. Yeah,
It
looks better.
complete, put together.
My mama made this strap for me.
Aww.
Oh, bless her heart. I don't have a tuner. So this is a song that's called A Message from Home, and I don't know when this song came off the back of a record that was made in 1929 by Tommy Jarrells, who's a famous fiddler, his father. I'm gonna have to borrow this tune in a minute. And it's a song about a cowboy who gets a letter from home, gets him started thinking about home, and eventually heads home. And
I can't either.
Just do it by ear.
That's working right now.
Remember how I used to tune
You
it
can
for
see
the
this
guitar?
is, yeah, this will come on when you do. Try it. I can see a little bit, can you?
Oh, yeah.
You're not keeping it cut, Rob.
they keep it called A Message from Home Sweet Home.
I know. Worked
See.
great.
I was on the western ranch one night. I met a reckless crew. One cowboy said.
We'll hear about it.
Still the same key?
So when Jennifer was just a little tyke, we went to a cabin, and she was such a good child, but she would get a little cranky sometimes, and Marcia would just pick her up and put her in bed. So we're at the cabin. It's like a new place. We're with friends and talking, and she's riding around on her little push thing, and it's like 9:30, 9:45, and she's just kind of going around in circles, and Marcia says it's time for her to go to bed. So she picked her up, put her to bed, and she goes up in the upstairs room in the back, and we sit down and talk a little bit, and then Jennifer stands up in her crib, and we can hear her crying. She's going, "But I am happy." She understood that we usually put her to bed when she was cranky, but she thought this was unfair. I was being happy. What am I gonna play? I'm gonna play this one. Let's see. Are you washed in the blood? A couple of verses. So we would do those songs, and then Billy would start singing some good old hymns. And you've been to Jesus for a cleansing power. Are you of the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in this grace, this hour? Are you in the blood of the Lamb? Are you walking in the blood, in the soul, and the blood of the Lamb? Are you garments Porch here. Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing back? Are you walking in the blood of the Lamb? Fully trusting in His grace to desire. Are you walking in the blood of the Lamb? Are you walking in the blood? In the soul, with the blood of the Lamb. Are you garments spotless and white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Oh, sort of singing. Fun, fun, fun. Billy would sing, "Are you washed?" So, this is another song that Billy brought us. We're going to play this one. Yeah.
No, this would be the orphan train.
The orphan train.
This is a true story.
So this is a true story, that there was a time when things were tough in this world, and the New York City had lots and lots of young adolescents that were just like running wild, and they were either orphans, or they were people whose parents couldn't take care of them, or people that were just unruly. And one of the first reformers came on the idea that children would be better off in a family in the country someplace than running around the streets fending for themselves. And he started a program where they would gather up these children from New York City and would take them to the country and put them in families. And this probably was the basis of the foster home programs that we have now. So we think it's better for children to be in a family than in an institution. And between 1854 and 1929, some 200,000 children were placed in homes, and they put them on trains and sent them out west, way out west, and they would stop at a town, and the children would get out, and the local preachers would organize families who needed more people in their family to help with the farm, and they would take the children in and raise them as their own. And the children would stand up on the platform, and then people would come and pick out children. Everybody else would get in the train and go out further west. So I assume that the farther west you went, the less good looking the people are, but maybe that's my thought. Interesting, I read this week that the term being put up for adoption comes from those children who were standing on the platform, and they were put up on there to be adopted. So down later on it talks about we lined up on the platform. So listen for the words. And Billy would sing this one, and it's on that little video I sent you. And he just sang it. It makes me cry to hear him sing it still. Once I had a darling mother, though I can't recall her name. I had a baby brother and would never see again. For the children home is sending us out on the orphan train to try to find someone to take us in. I have stolen from the poor box, I've begged the city streets, I've swiped the bars and booze for a little bite to eat. In my daddy's old green jacket and his rags upon my feet, I'm looking for someone to take me in. Take a seat.
Take us in.
We have rode the orphan train. Take us in. We need a home. We need a name. Take us in. Oh, won't woods, me and all the rest. We sit quietly until the food was blessed. They put us on the orphan train and they sent us way out west. Just trying to find someone to take us in. Now the farmers and their families, they came from miles around. We lined up on the platform in a station in each town. And one by one we parted like some little lost and found. And one by one we all were taken in. Take us in.
Take us in.
We have rode the orphan train. Take us in. We need a home. We need a name. Take us in. Oh, won't you be our king?
We are looking for someone to take us in.
Have many a fine doctor and teacher in your school. Was many a good preacher who had teach the golden rule. Who started out an orphan sleeping in the freezing rain. Who's like to get out on the orphan train. Take us in.
Take us in.
We have rode the orphan train. Take us in. We need a home. We need a name. Take us in. Oh, won't you be our king? We are looking for someone to take us in. Good. So go home and listen to that one more time to see how it's really done.
That was mighty fine, son.
My voice is going.
This is the end, and then we'll play a couple of fiddle tunes. Maybe a.
You don't have to A.
This is. No, we'll do this. We're gonna sing a couple. We're gonna do a couple of fiddle tunes. This is sad.
We just share, don't we get along well with others? It's on the side.
You made an A in kindergarten.
Yeah, I do.
I made a little switchy thing.
What's your little switch?
I can't read it. Oh, it doesn't say, you want it on ukulele or you want it on C, where's
C,
that?
yeah, C would be better.
Chromatic, I don't know how to do that dang thing, it's too weird. I did turn it on, didn't I? It's on C. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be on C-shirt. That's good.
We got too many modern conveniences.
Now we're.
Now we're cooking.
One more.
We got too many strings.
the end of our regular scheduled program. So we'll end with, you take C-N-R-N-E-S-S-W-I-N-D, and that spells Crestwind, and I mean paradise. You take C-N-R-N-E-S-S-W-I-N-D, and that spells Crestwind. It's mighty nice for no cover line. When you look on the but I was studying geography. I'm looking at my retirement map. You take a seat. I'm E-S-S-W-I-N-D, and that's Crestwind. That's home for me. And that spells Crestwind. And it means spirit that's gonna win. Don't cover a lot when you look on the map. But I won't show you geography while I'm looking at my retirement map. You take a seat on E-S-S-W-I-N-D, and that's spells Crestwind. And home to me, and that spells Crestwind. And I mean paradise. In Gainesville, Georgia, USA. Ann Whitley, Doug Singleton, Doug Olson, and Cindy Olson. And we're the Friends of Billy Band. Friends of Billy. So,
Hangman's Reel and.
so we are going to play, we're done, but if you want, we're going to play just a couple of fill tunes for us.
So you want to do Hangman's Reel, right?
Yeah, try it. So Billy was a wonderful fiddler, and that's one of the tunes that we would get. We used to go to Manuel's Tavern on Saturdays. There'd be 30 people. They'd get that song rocking, and we'd quit, and the walls would keep playing for about 10 seconds. It was great. And one more we're going to leave with you is a song, a dreaming song for you, called Benton's Dream. And it goes like this. Thank you all very much. You've been a wonderful audience, and thank you for letting us kind of remember the fun we had with Billy. And we hope to play with him again in heaven soon, right?
Y'all are pretty lucky to have John and Marcia here.
Ann Whitley, Doug Singleton, Doug Olson, Cindy Olson. And we'll be up here for selfies. Don't be shy. God bless.
Before you please go away, let me take a picture of you, all of you though. For real.
Everybody look at this.
So good to see you too. All right.
Put him on all the shame.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Looking good. Very nice. That's your face. Perfect.
Can you send that to me and Ann?
Yeah. It's on Dad's phone, so.